Hey everybody, today is Monday, the 19th day of March 2018. It's about 10 minutes till 10 or so in the morning, I believe, right now. And I'm going to bring you a few parks today. Let's see where we're going to start at. Can you guess where we're at? Yep, you guessed well. Old Tunnel State Park. This is the smallest state park in Texas. This thing is a total of 16 acres. It's a free park, doesn't cost you anything. There's supposed to be a half-a-mile hiking trail here. Other than that, that's about it, I think. But we're going to discover it anyway together. My first time here. And we'll check it out and see what we got. Alright, so stick with me and let's go do Old Tunnel State Park. Alright, so right here you can actually learn a little bit about this thing. Just pause it and read it. Give you a little history, extra cost overruns, that sort of thing. That's here. Alright, so now we got that sign. Let's go over here, get this sign. Old Tunnel State Park. Biggest thing they're known for is a bat park. Bats live in the tunnel from May to October, and if you'll read this, this will explain all that to you. So you see that. Here's the safety first thing. And the park highlights. It has a 1/2 mile nature trail. Follows the historic rail bed and includes a view of the tunnel, plants, and animals. So we're going to be doing that here in a few minutes. Here's the legend of this map. Okay. And here's the bat viewing, of which we cannot do because it's March and not May. But here's the trail. You see you are here. And right there you go. So we will check out this big time trail and we'll go from there. So stick around. Alright, so here is the bat viewing area for when they do this. That this is what they call the upper bat viewing area, and down there I would say has to be the lower viewing area. Now it looks like the trail does go that way, but if that's the case, then it's actually locked out. We won't even be able to do that. We're going to find out here in a minute. Here's the bathrooms, but these bathrooms are actually supposed to only be open during the bat season. So, if you look right here, this property is protected by video surveillance. And it says this trail is open. Well, no, it is. Okay, never mind. So we can do the trail. Because it says it's open from sunrise until 5 p.m. each day. If you're at the park and the gate is closed or latched during these hours, you are allowed to open the gate and access the trail. So there you go. We have permit. Thank you. There's the word I'm looking for.
What is that thing down there?
I don't know. But there's Texas prickly pear. You can see they got a sign for that. Which, you know, we're in Texas and we rarely ever see prickly pear. Like every time we go out is about it. So, but anyhow, this is the half-mile nature trail that we are on. And right here, this is showing you Possum Haw. Now everybody knows Possum Haw, right? And it provides a spot of color in the winter, it says. So, absolutely gorgeous. Not. But anyway, see down here we got one of these purple trees. And I do like those because those add really nice pops of color. So those are very cool. And over here we have Spanish grape. So here you go, I'm learning something. Spanish grape right there, so I assume that's what these are. Little, tiny, here, get you get you some up close there. So.
Well, wasn't that Possum Hall the pretty tree with the red on it? That's what it said it was?
Well, maybe it was. I thought it was those plants. Maybe so.
The tree.
But anyway, here's another one. This is called Twisted Leaf Yucca. So there you go. There's that. And there's the actual plant itself. So Twisted Leaf Yucca. All right. Some more of the purple tree. All right. And this says help safeguard the colony. Please do not disturb the bats. But this is, like I said, this will be the lower viewing area right down here. But the trail continues this way. Whoa. And here is Agarita. It's very bushy, so I guess it's that stuff in there that ain't got nothing on it right now. And then some steps here. Oh, you know what? Here you go. First of all, live oak, yeah. So there's live oak trees all over Texas, so that's obviously what that one is right there. That's all bent over and doing crazy. This guy right here, got a limb gone. Goes on up through there with the sun. Oh. Now, suppose there's supposed to be wildlife around somewhere, but you know, I hear birds. Yeah, so this is going to be the lower viewing area here, actually. So I've been misnaming that thing all over the place, ain't I? But see, everyone plays a role in bat protection. Okay, here's the Old Tunnel State Park again. You can see there's a woodpecker on there. There's some of the bats flying out. And see, now we're all the way down here, so we're off the purple and onto the orange. All right, so let's keep on cruising. Here's the state of flying mammals of Texas. Check that out. Pretty crazy.
Okay, never mind, it's a pigeon.
You saw the wildlife of pigeon?
Pigeon or a dove?
Because that's pretty exciting. So yeah, this would be your lower viewing area, I'm sure. That you wind up paying more, I believe, when you come here to do the bat thing. But I gotta assume this is going to be the tunnel. What little bit of it we can see from this vantage point, you can see there. But there is that bridge down there that we'll be able to see it from. So don't despair. There's more to see. All right, so let's keep going. Little ravine there to the right. Yeah, and the wind is calmed down, thankfully. So we like that. How you doing?
Good. How are y'all?
Very good. How you come on through? How you doing?
We're doing well. You all?
Very good. We're here, so
That's right.
can't be bad. See? Oh, you too. Thanks. See, cedar elm. And look at this guy. He's he looks like he's been struck by lightning because he's black in there. So I got to say, this guy's been struck by lightning. Okay. Anyway, got more stairs here. But they do put up handrails if you want to use those, so that's good news. All right, now there's one of the little side trails that we'll come back and get that in just a minute. Maybe on our way back. Here you go. There's the tunnel right there, and you can see all the way through it. So you can check it out from here. You see restricted area. You can't go past that. But this is where the bats would emerge. There goes a pigeon into the tunnel. Okay, so I guess since the bats ain't here yet, well, the pigeon's like, hey, free home. But there's the tunnel of Old Tunnel State Park. So if you want to know how this place got its name, well, you're staring at it. And right in front of us, the pigeon just came out. You see there's a little...
That looks like bats in there to me, down there at the end.
There's
something flying around.
Yeah, there could be.
I think it's bats.
You probably can't see this GoPro, but she's right. If you can see all the way through the tunnel on the other end, there's a bunch of activity.
Yeah, it looks like bats.
Of things that are flying crazy, and you know bats fly crazy. So I got a feeling that the bats are starting to come in. They're probably just not the 3 million strong yet. You know, it's when they fly out. It's no big deal, be my guess.
Yeah, there's probably at least 20 there.
And in fact, if you look up there, those women that we just passed on the trail, they're standing over at the top. So you do have a direct overview there. So when the bats come out, boom. It's almost like you'd almost get hit in the face with them, but there you go. But anyway, you see that little waterfall right there. It's just a little trickle, but hey, it's there. Green rock and all. But yeah, there's definitely activity there. And there's another pigeon just came out. So I got a feeling the pigeons are going in. The bats are like, excuse me, you know we're home, right? And the pigeons are like, I think I'll exit. Alright, so we're coming on down the trail here. And you see we're running across this little bridge right here. So I want to get this for you. And now, yeah, this says loop trail here. So I assume we could go down this and it probably just comes right back around here.
I guess.
Because, yeah, the from the map, remember the map, it showed that there was, the very last thing was a loop. So we'll take it this way since it's pointing us this way. Go down these stairs here, show these to you. They're using old railroad ties to build these steps. So they made a use out of the old defunct railroad bed and the railroad spikes right there too that they cut the tops off of. So get around the best we can. Yep, seeing that sign shows either way, left or right. Little thin trail down here. Very thin. Yep, seeing that one right there shows left or right. So again, it's just a loop trail. You can take it either way you want. This is kind of steep here. Butterfly. All right. Now it's downhill. Texas so tall. So that's it. You see all the little spines on it. That stuff, if you watch my Big Bend videos, all over the place out there. Yeah, so either way that you take this loop trail, either way you're facing a big uphill and then a big downhill. So it doesn't really seem to matter which direction you choose. But we should come right back out in just a minute or two here to where we left off at. So the back part of the trail gets really thin. If there's more than one of you, you need to walk single file. Great big tree right there. And it's the American elm. See that? These trees can go up to 100 feet tall, the trunk diameter up to 10 feet. So there you go. Show him to you again here. See, he's cut off right there. And he stretches out to right there. All right. So we've seen live oak and we've seen elm. So there's another bendy tree up here. Right alongside the trail. As you can see there. I gotta say, this trail's windy. Yep, you can see this sign too. It tells you loop trail. So if you came down, you can see a dead end right there. There's a fence right there. There's a fence right up there and the road's right up there. And over here we have escarpment black cherry. So I guess it's this guy up here in front of us. And probably his two neighbors there too, I'd say. Yeah, and this is the normal trail again. Right up there, if you can see that far, is that little bridge that I started this part of the recording on. So right up here we're going to see the loop trail sign, but right here we have an ash juniper. So you can see that, and that talks about it. And you can see him here. He's a bunch of trunks, and then just up, there's the sun all through there. See, there's several of them down through here, so there's that. If nothing else, we're learning a little bit about various trees and plants and things. Oh, here we got a Shin Oak here. That's what it looks like, and that's what it says. It says it can go up to 55 feet. So this will be them there. Sure starts off really skinny. So I guess that's why they only get to 55 feet. But right here is the loop trail where we started, so you can see again. If you ever come here, you can make a choice. Oh, one last one, black walnut. Okay, right there, picture, and there's the words, and there is the man himself, right there, shooting up in literally every direction. Okay, now I'll show you this. Right there you can see loop trail. That is the way that we took to go down. So again, you could go straight and then come back around, come back up that way if you chose. And here's the bridge, so we'll stop this part, and then I got one more part to show you. But before I do, look, I just noticed, going this little bridge, look at all this rock that they would have stacked up to make this tall place here, man. That's and then over here, you can see we got the same thing. Yeah, as I was just told, instead of being rocks, these may well be sandbags, but they look like rocks. Yeah. See, and they're even down there on the platform where it's flat down there, right there. So, I thought that was interesting enough to bring to you, but we got one more part of this trail to do. We'll show that to you in a minute, and then we'll be done. Alright, so here you can see the hackberry. That tells you about it. We got a bit of a dispute going here, so maybe you can help us out. Is this big old tree here, is this the hackberry? Or is this green guy over here, all these thousands and thousands of green leaves, is he the hackberry? I mean, I think, I gotta be honest, I think now looking very closely, see if you look at this leaf right here, see that leaf, how that looks? And then look at this picture of this leaf. I got a feeling those are exactly the same. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that this smaller one with all the green leaves is the hackberry. But anyhow, that's not really what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you this. That says Upper Trail. If you can't see that, I don't know if you can or not. The sun's kind of crazy, but anyhow, it goes off the trail right up there, just so you know. Get your bearings. That's the tunnel right there. And the bridge we just came off of. So, yeah, here. Somebody wants me to show you this tree and how big it is and all of its, yeah, all the branches and everything else. That's what we're looking at. Now up here, you can see we got us another sign. The Northern Cardinal, the White-Eyed Vireo, the Painted Bunting, of which we've never seen, Ladderback Golden Front Woodpeckers, Rufous-Crowned Sparrow, and the Turkey and Black Vultures. Okay, so there you go. More than 100 species of birds have been recorded at Old Tunnel. So there you go. And you can see...
The difference between them. This turkey vulture has a red...
Has the red?
Yeah, and then the black.
Yep, makes sense. But you can see they even put a little bench here. You can sit on and rest and relax in the shade amongst the trees. But we're just going to walk up through here. And it just comes out above the bridge, I know. But you can see the bridge right down there. Those limbs. That's where we viewed the tunnel from. And right here you can get a glimpse. I'll stop because, yeah, right there, that's a glimpse of the tunnel. That's the viewing area up there. And the steps are right there. So you can see this just comes down. Like I said, the bridge is right here. This just comes off of it. So this is that side trail I was talking about taking when we come back. Well, you can see we took it this way. So, but one last look. There's the bridge. There's the pathway into the tunnel. And then this is the steps all going up. So they're pretty steep. So if you got really, really, really bad knees or legs or hips, well, this may not be for you. So just something to think about. If this many steps would be too hard for you, then I wouldn't advise coming down here. You know, I showed you this before. But just imagine, if you will, the tunnel's right there. Just imagine, in a matter of minutes, 3 million bats coming out of there in the evening. You're sitting right here. And here, I'll even give you this vantage point. If you're sitting right here, the tunnel's right there. I mean, literally, you're not more than, I don't know, 75 feet from the entrance of it probably. So imagine the bats coming out right here, and they got to shoot straight up to get over those trees. So you'd be sitting right here in a whirlwind of bats until they go off into the night sky. This could be crazy. And I do mean crazy. In a good way. So, too bad we're not going to be here in May. For where I got to admit, I've seen enough. I would come back and absolutely do this, and I would come down to this area right here, because that experience has got to be awesome cool. Alright, so I'll go ahead and kill this now. As you can see, Texas redbud tells you about it right there. It's got pink and purple flowers, and you see this? That's what all these little purple trees are. I've been seeing Texas redbud even though they're purple. So I just learned that as well, and you can see right here behind me is another one. Very cool trees. I really like them. So anyway, this was Old Tunnel State Park. This one's done. The next one we are going to move on to LBJ State Park, and we will check you from there. So stick around with me and we'll see it.